Hello, all. Welcome to Indian Techies. As per our previous discussion, we have discussed about while loop and do while loop. In today's session, we would like to see about differences between while and do while. What are the actual differences that you get when you use while and when you use do while? That is, when to use while, when to use do while. What are the situations? For example, I would like to write a small program to print the values from 1 to 10 using while as well as do while. Initially I is equal to 1 to print values 1 to 10 and less than or equal to 10. So what we will write? Printf percentile d comma I plus plus. This is using while. If same logic is written in do while, how it would be? That is do, before that I is equal to 1. So printf percentile d comma I plus plus. Then while I less than or equal to 10, semicolon is compulsory. So this is printing 1 to 10 using while. This is printing 1 to 10 using do while. Now, if this program is executed, the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, so on 10. Using do while, if you execute this program, you will be getting same output. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, so on 10. When we get same output, then what is the situation? What is the difference between while and do while? So let us see the differences right now. Now, first difference. Coming to the first difference, while is an entry controlled loop. So what do you mean by entry controlled loop? Before entering into the while, first it checks the condition. If this condition is true, then only it goes inside the while loop and executes the while block. So while comes under entry controlled loop. Next, coming to the do while. In do while, first it executes the block. Once the block is executed, then at the exit, at the end, it will check the condition. That's why while comes under exit controlled loop. So while comes under entry control, do while comes under exit control. This is difference number 1. Next, difference number 2. Suppose if the condition that you have written in while is false for the first time only, for example, right? If it is false for the first time only, will you enter into the while block? No. The block is never executed if the condition is false for the first time in while. But when you come to do while, first of all, the block is executed, then the condition has been checked, will be checked. So since you are executing the block first, then you are executing by checking the condition. Even though if this condition is false for the first time, at least the block has been executed once, right? So in do while, the do block will be executed at least once, even though the condition is false for the first time. Because if you want to check the condition, first one execution of do block should be done. So if it is false means at least one execution will be done. But in while, after checking only you are executing. So if it is false for the first time, the block is never executed. This is condition number 2. I mean comparison, difference, second difference. Next, difference number 3. Here I is equal to 1. The initialization for while condition has to be done compulsorily before the while block only. Because if you want to check this condition, this I value must be initialized. Means giving a basic starting value to the I before the loop definitely. Because if you want to execute this condition, I must have some value. That cannot be done inside. Okay, later you can use increment I plus plus next value. But what would be the I value? So initialization for while condition definitely should be done before the while. But when you come to the do while, if you want, you can perform initialization of this while condition of do inside the do also. Because if you want to check this condition, first of all you have to execute the block. So if you want, you can initialize inside the do block also. Then that initialization can be considered in this condition. This is third difference. That is, in while, the condition that you are using, if you are using any variable in that condition, that variable initialization should be done before loop. But in do while, the variable which is required for this condition, that initialization can be done in the do block. No need of outside. Outside also you can do, but you can do inside the do block also. Okay, as I told you that example, that is licensed software and trial and use software. So licensed software comes under while loop. Example. For example only I am telling this. Suppose here, consider this condition as payment. If you pay, means if the condition is true, then only you can use this. That is licensed software. Suppose if you don't pay, you cannot go inside and use this. Definitely. But when you come to the do while, first of all you use the free version, means execute the do block. You can directly use. So free version for 1 month or 1 week. Later, if you want to continue for the next month, compulsorily you have to pay me. Suppose if you are not interested to pay amount, at least you have used the basic version for free. So this example is just for your understandability to compare between while loop and do while loop. Right? So these are the basic differences between while and do while. I would just like to remind you the basic points once again. So while is an entry control, do while is an exit control. In while, if the condition is false for the first time, the block is never executed. In do while, even though condition is false for the first time, the block of do will be executed at least once. Difference number 3. The variable that you are using for while condition has to be initialized before while loop. But here in do while, the variable that you are using for condition inside the condition can be initialized inside the do loop or before the do loop. Both can be done. So these are the basic differences between while and do while loop. In our next class, we will discuss about why we are using for loop when we already have a while loop under entry controlled, because for also comes under entry controlled loop only. Hope you understood. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe and share Indian Techies C programming language videos for better understandability. Thank you.